Not planning to walk to Germany, are you, Tony?
I'm afraid I had one over the 8 last night. Need to clear my head. Can't stand looking at that hotel wallpaper a minute longer.
Go home, mate.
What to? Divorce papers?
Oh, Becky doesn't want a divorce.
You weren't there last night.
No, but I've had my own marriage problems recently. If we took everything that's said in the heat of the moment at face value, we'd all be divorced by now.
True.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I'll give you a lift back.
So what was the final word last night, then?
The final word was divorce.
Mum?
Hang on.
That's it then, isn't it?
Well, everything's just so black and white with your dad. I just feel dragged along in the argument and then end up saying something very final. You know what he's like.
So you just kind of blurted it out, then?
I don't know. Sort of.
Sounds to me like you were testing him. You know, push him and see what the response is.
Is it all right to come in?
Hotel life obviously suits you, Dad. You look knackered.
And what time do you call this?
9 o'clock.
On dot.
You're supposed to start work at 9, not be ambling through the yard en route to your first tea break.
Morning, fellas.
Steve, you promised to stay and help me work on the cash flow for the stud farm.
No need to take it out on them. Anyway, you can handle it.
Don't patronise me. I could do it in my sleep. The point is, we agree to do certain things together. Now you go swanning off to do... I don't know. What is it you're actually doing, Steve? You're as tense as hell and it's beginning to worry me.
Kim, I've got 101 loose ends to tie up before the wedding. Or would you rather take my computer and mobile on honeymoon with us?
I hear they have payphones in Blackpool.
Blackpool? Don't get your hopes up.
Come on, Peggy.
Hello.
Steve, I've got a place fixed up in Prior's Terrace. He can move in today.
Prior's Terrace?
It's not that bad.
Would you let your dad live there?
I don't see why we got to go to all this palaver. It's only Paddy's mum.
Yeah, well, you won't be saying that when she's running her finger over all fixtures and fittings.
Am I? Why, Mandy, is she good looking?
Look, just sweep, will you?
I'm making a list. What do you think we need, Lisa?
Ah, you lazy. Kill a pig and dig out some spuds.
Oh, I'm not it. My butcher'll do it butchering.
I won't. I'm doing my bit here.
Oh, if you want out killing, Lisa, kill it yourself.
What does she like to imbibe? Eh? What's a tipple?
Kathy likes G&T at Mr. Pollard's.
Well, thank God she's not coming. Have you seen price of gin?
Can Kathy come for tea another time then, Dad?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course you can, son. In your dreams.
Mrs. Kirk partakes in a small sweet cherry.
You, marvellous.
Only problem is, though, she partakes in 20 in a session. Last night, she put a bucketful down her neck.
Yeah, well, you can bring it home then.
Zach.
All right. I think there's a bit left in that bottle that Butch brought home from home farm at Christmas. Wait a minute. It's here.
Her cup will runneth over.
Oh, well, then we can get her on the home brew, see? I'll tell her it was made special in some Yorkshire monastery. Townies love all that sort of rubbish.
Got any tart and you fancy it?
What, and carry shopping for you? No, it's boring enough drinking out last night. I think I'm going to stay in the village and check out the local tutty.
Well, you look at it, and that'd be too weird even for round here. Well, there's Lynn, I suppose. Oh, but she's with Marlon.
We'll have a go. We can have a woman.
Listen to you. You could try Kim Tate. She might fancy a last fling.
There's another fiver missing out the till.
It's just a tragedy that you and Viv are related, really. She'd be perfect.
Why?
Tell her what we're talking about, Scott.
Get lost.
Happy hunting. See ya.
She hasn't admitted nothing, has she?
No.
Well, who else would it be?
She's a lesbian. I do occasionally catch Channel 4, Patrick.
She's a fine boss and a good mate, and that's all I'm bothered about.
And you never find yourselves in competition for the same girl, then?
Mandy's not her type.
That makes two of you.
Oh, don't start, Mum, please. I just happen to think that the sun shines out of Mandy's gorgeous posterior.
Oh, there's an image I'd rather not dwell on.
Mum, this is Zoe. Zoe, meet the woman who gave me life.
Such a pretty little thing.
What were you expecting?
Less hair.
Paddy, I'm doing your calls this morning, and I'm afraid the surgery needs cleaning. Well, we are without a cleaner and a receptionist.
But why me?
Yes, why him?
Well, I've had a very nice letter from Kelly Windsor offering her services.
Where's the mop?
You do know that the restaurant's falling apart. Marlon's doing his best, bless him, but he hasn't got a clue.
You'll cope.
And I've had to open your mail. It's April. Our books are due to be audited.
Is it? I hadn't really noticed. That's because you're too busy feeling sorry for yourself.
Sam.
I get scared when things change, Mr. P. I like it when you shout at me. Go on, have a shout. You'll feel a lot better.
Look.
I just need more time.
Well, if you don't get a grip on things very soon, it'll be too late. We share the lease here, Eric. I'm sorry about Dee, but I don't want to be dragged down with you.
Typical female. Always thinking of yourselves. That's more like it. Now, curl your lip up all snary-like. Go on, you know you want to.
Right, mate.
Dad.
Somebody must have liked cats.
Sorry, Dad. It's the people from the other houses that you sold I feel sorry for. I bet they haven't even got this to go to. Some of them have got kids as well. It was a nice little street.
Come on, we're not staying here. I'll come sell.
You will not. I suspect this is as good as it gets, am I right? There's a van outside with some of my bits in it. If you want to make yourself useful, get your sleeves rolled up.
Here, I'll get that.
Oh. Did you hear that, Alan? He comes home all grown up and buys his mum a drink.
Mum?
Well, I'm proud of you. I'm entitled to show it.
Well, considering you're on a short leave, you hardly seem to be burning the candle at both ends.
I can't seem to find a candle to burn.
Well, don't encourage him to go mad, Alan. He's a domesticated lad now. He cooks and sews and irons.
I know it's an old-fashioned view, but there's a lot to be said for national service.
Well, quite apart from the shooting bit, I don't approve of violence.
No, well, I wanted to go to a normal finishing school as well, but they're all full up.
Of course, Paddy was going to be a doctor.
We had a doctor round here, but he left through lack of trade. I used to clean for them.
You used to clean for us, I know.
I only go where I'm wanted.
I want you.
Hey, steady, lad. Tongues'll wag. Have you told your mother about you and Viv Windsor yet? Oops, I'm caught at bar. I expect you'd like another small one, eh?
You'll have me tipsy.
You'll have me bankrupt.
Can I ask you not to keep mentioning the medical school thing, please? It's harder to become a vet. You only want me to be a doctor because you love bragging.
Such high hopes. Oh, by the way, you'll never believe who's just broken off her engagement.
I don't know. Was it an LO?
Jane.
Jane who?
Don't play coy with me, Patrick. Jane Barnett, the love of your life.
No, Mum, I think you'll find she was the love of your life. I love Mandy.
And would that be as well as Mrs. Windsor, or instead of? Talk about sowing your oats.
I had a long chat with Jack Sugden this morning.
Did you ask him about having affairs?
Partly, yes.
Jack had an affair, Tony. I didn't. All right. I was attracted to Zoe, but it wasn't some middle-aged desire for a fling. She listened to me. She was there for me, and that felt really good.
I accept you didn't have an affair as such, but I still can't help feeling betrayed. You shared things with her that you couldn't with me.
OK, Tony. Prepare yourself for a shock. Because if that makes you feel betrayed, then I've done it 1,000 times. With the kids, with God knows how many friends over the years. I don't know if it's because you're embarrassed or intimidated, but As far as emotion is concerned, you closed your ears to me the day we got married. I've always turned to others for support.
I know, Becky. And I'm sorry.
Why now, all of a sudden?
Because when you mentioned divorce, I realised what I'd be losing, and I can't bear it. I love you. I love you, Becky, and I want you with me.
They were having lunch, so I left them to it.
Oh my God. They've been to bed together. Quick, don't let them see us.
What's your problem now?
It's disgusting.
Where do you think we came from?
It's all right. We can see you're busy.
Don't be silly. Come on, we need to talk. I thought this was what you both wanted.
Yeah, doesn't mean we want to see it.
How many times have you complained about us not being open enough?
Oh, I take it all back. What's going to be next? Meditation and living in a tent?
No. Living in Germany.
Who?
Us. All of us. We're going to Germany with your father.
So, you meet Jez in the Woolpack as planned. Then I'll turn up a bit later on and we'll see what he's got to say for himself.
I'm not sure, Rachel.
But I thought you were really keen on getting your own back. If you still want to go out with him, I mean...
You must be joking. I was only going to suggest that we're both in the bar when he gets there. Do you think I should take a camera?
Jane realises that she was far too hasty in branding you a loser when you dropped out of medical school.
That were big of her, wasn't it?
So you'll consider seeing her again?
Mum, read my lips. I love Mandy. I'm staying here, and Jane Barnett can go and stick
There's
big...
no need to be rude. I'll tell you, you'll give her a call.
You're not going to mention all this at the Dingles tonight, are you?
I'll have to see how boring their conversation is.
Believe me, Mum, it's going to be anything but boring.
Are you ashamed of me, Dad?
Why? Should I be?
Oh, come on. At least if you give me a hard time, I won't feel so bad about it.
It's my job to make you feel better now, is it?
No. I just want you to say what's on your mind.
There's no point. It wouldn't help anything.
I think you are ashamed of me.
You always wanted more than we could give you.
That's not true.
Hey, no, I'm not criticising. You were always a clever, ambitious young lad. Me and your mum were very proud of you. But there's always a price to pay.
Yeah. You end up living in a dump like this?
No. The price we paid was we lost you. Oh, you were very generous to us. You gave us all sorts of things, loads of stuff. But I felt closer to you this afternoon than I felt for a long time. Just doing this. I don't know. Perhaps if we'd been your real parents.
You were the best parents anyone could have had.
Why did you change your name?
Time to go, Steve.
Dad, this is Sal. He's helping me out at the moment.
If you wouldn't mind knocking next time you come in. This is my home, you know.
All right, so you've sorted out your problems. I'm very happy for you both. Don't see why it should wreck things for me, though. I'm nearly 18. Don't want to be schlepping off to Germany just to be a Billy No-Mates again.
Can you understand what he's saying? You've been spending too much time with Marlon Dingle.
Yeah, well, that's the way I like it. I'm finally feeling settled. I made some proper mates. You promised this was going to be the last move we made, away from the army. And all that bull we had to make about Dad's past. I'm just sick of it all.
And I've got a pony to think about now.
Oh, stop the stupid pony.
Biff and Marlon have offered me a room in their house. All we have to do is sort it out with Jack.
And how do you imagine you'll pay for that?
Well, I'll get another job if I have to.
Oh, yes? And how about school?
If you were so concerned about my A-levels, you wouldn't be wanting me to move away to a foreign country.
We want you to be together, but here. Will's right. It's not fair.
It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
That's because we've been on our hands and knees scrubbing the place all day.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
I need you to lend me a car.
What?
Something flash like this. Kim's getting suspicious. If I've got a swanky car, it'll throw her off the scent.
She doesn't strike me being as that gullible. You can only keep up front for so long.
I've just evicted my own dad for a pittance. I suppose it gives me something to play with. I'll make it up to him.
I'd say you got a couple of weeks before it hits the fan.
You as well, Alan?
Excuse me?
One of Steve's get-rich-slow schemes?
Well, actually, yes. Yeah, I'm trying to be very positive about my investments in the future.
Retire a wealthy man, eh?
Well, I'd like to be comfortable. That's why I'm changing my investments.
To Steve? Oh, well, I just bung him some money whenever I can. Hope for the best. That's how organised I am.
She used to make these special oils.
Sam, if you don't mind.
Oh, no, not at all. She can have that seat.
No, I think what Kathy means is we need to have a chat. Girl to girl.
Come on, you. Time to go. Oh, I'll just finish my drink. Come on.
Hey up, look who's just come in. I wonder what them two minxes are planning. That lad's gonna get more than he bargained for. And we've got a ringside seat.
I thought you said there's tea with it oven.
He's a fireman. Let it burn.
Rachel, this is a surprise.
Hey, Jez, why don't you take a seat?
Are you coming or what?
I'll give you an head start. I bet I can catch you.
All right, you're on.
Look, this isn't easy for me to say, but, well, I miss you when you're not around. That's why I get so angry. Yeah, I love you too. Oh, and Steve, don't work too hard. How's Peggy?
Well, there's nothing physically wrong with her. I think you've got a depressed dog on your hands.
Oh, she must have picked it up from Chris. If she gets any more listless, she'll turn into him. Drink.
It's every chance you get, isn't it?
What?
To have a go at Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zoe. I forget what a sensitive little soul your brother is. So loving, so caring.
He can be all of those things. He was very fond of Kelly and the baby.
Yeah, well, I never meant any harm to come to either of them. But you're not actually telling me that you approved of her so-called relationship with Chris, are you? She's a nasty little gold digger. She's used Chris, and now she's using us.
How'd you figure that out?
She's still on the payroll. She's taking home farm for every penny she can get.
She's applied for the receptionist job at the vet's.
Well, if he gets the silly little cow off our backs, you're welcome to her.
Have you no sympathy?
And for my dog, yes. For freeloaders and bitter old men, no.
Why didn't you just say you like the both of us?
What, you don't mind?
No, we think it's quite cute.
Thing is, Jez, when you live in the country, sometimes there's a terrible shortage of men. So we have to mix and match. Kind of get used to it.
Do you?
And sometimes there's just the two of us.
What, the two of you together?
Yeah, and it's like Kathy says. It's not unusual when you're stuck for a date to find comfort in the arms of a friend.
I didn't realise you were so liberal round these parts.
It's obviously a fantasy of yours. Oh, don't be embarrassed. We're happy to oblige.
I'm going in, Seth.
Keep your nose out.
Hey, they obviously need my help.
So will you come round to Kathy's next week, then?
And can you bring a fire engine? That'd be really different, wouldn't it?
And some of your friends from the station.
Friends?
Yeah, I mean, you know Betty, don't you?
She'll be there as well.
The old biddy. Now, I know this is a wind-up.
Hey, big boy, they don't call me the 4th Emergency Service for nothing.
OK, you can stop your pathetic little joke.
You're the pathetic little Joe.
Come on, you're not man enough for one woman, never mind two.
I were only going to have you both for a bet.
Hey, watch it, you.
Oh, look, it's the boy from Deliverance. Forgotten your banjo, have you, mate?
Oi, just leave Sam alone.
I thought firemen were supposed to be nice.
You made your point, ladies. I think you'd better leave now.
Don't bother coming back.
I'm not that desperate, mate. Not like her. But she's that desperate, she'd even go with you. I'll give you a tip. Start by putting a bag on her head.
I didn't mean it. I've never done that before in my life.
Well, why'd you have to start now, Sam? We didn't need you.
I'm sorry.
Hello! Oh, excuse me.
Oh, this is...
Quaint.
I was going to say rustic. You don't have to put words into my mouth, dear.
Well, take us as you find us, that's us. I'm Zach, in locomotive apprentice to Amanda here. Oh, there'll be no hanky-panky under my roof. Unless it's me and Lisa, of course.
I'm Butch.
Yes, I can tell.
Did you and Patrick have a nice day today, Mrs. Kirk?
Any chance of a drink?
Oh, yeah. Would you like a touch of sherry?
I would rather go on to the home brew if it's all the same to you. I've been told it'll keep me regular for a week.
Yeah, well, it's marvellous, you know, what these Yorkshire monks can create.
Oh, I didn't realise you ran a monastery in the shed. Patrick showed me your equipment on the way in. Oh, that looks wonderful, Lisa. Oh, pork, my favourite.
Oh.
Is it Delia?
No, it's Bertha, but don't tell the lads because they get very upset.
Ah, the prodigal returns. Where have you been?
Nowhere.
At least let us drive you to casualty.
That were a set-up. Do you think I'd go anywhere with you two? Don't ever laugh at me!
Oh, come on, you're hardly dying. Can't you see the funny side of it?
I'll have you.
No, I don't think you're going to do that now, are you?
That idiot's going to get it, and it's all your fault. No one makes a fool out of me. Watch him go down for this. He's going to really love you then, isn't he? Just watch.
And there he is, stark naked in the bath.
Kinky.
I was only a baby.
Well, I can see the attraction now, Amanda. Not that you'd know, of course, no. Sorry about that, Mrs. K. I tend to get a bit rabble when I've had a good dinner.
Call me Barbara. All my friends do.
Barbara.
Any chance of another yard, Squire?
2 yards, she'll be in Derbyshire.
Yeah, well, we'll open the homemade vodka next.
What's he trying to do, blind her?
Well, if she can't find out there's only one bed in our floor.
I can't imagine how that snuck in. It's one of you and Jane, Paddy.
Who's Jane?
An extremely old flame.
Some might say an ember that never died.
I wouldn't.
Butch tells me you work in foundations.
No, I never. I said naughty knickers.
Yeah, well, it's just a stepping stone.
What to? Brothel keeping.
Right, everybody, let's have some entertainment. Hello? Are you about just stripper? I wanted to have the karaoke on.
Should have been a lass, shouldn't it?
Come on, Sam. You better come with me.
What's he done?
What's going on?
I didn't mean to do it, Dad.
She's a qualified GP, Paddy. Hey, ask if you can use the phone. You could ring her right